From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Four, three, two, one. Well, today is Thursday. It's the 25th of February, 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
I hope you're doing well today. Well, today is Thursday as we work our way toward the weekend. And fortunately, the rain's behind us. Today and tomorrow promising, and in fact, the weekend's starting to look pretty good. It's going to be cool, but the weather's really going to be nice. It's going to be nice.
We like the sun out.
Like
that
the
is
sun.
good.
Yeah, and as I mentioned yesterday, I want you to make sure to mark on your calendar that daylight saving time begins March 13th. As you retire for the evening that Saturday evening, mark and read your calendar. There's numbers all over it, and then change your clocks. Move your clocks ahead 1 hour. You'll lose an hour of sleep, but the benefits will pay off toward the end of the whenever. Okay.
It's a mouthful.
Yes, mouthful. Yesterday I asked a question and did not give the answer. I'm noted for that. The question yesterday, the Himalayas was the category, and the question was, who was the first Westerner to climb to the top of Mount Everest? And the answer, of course, Sir Edmund Hillary. 1953, as I recall. Sir Edmund Hillary, with help from Tenzing Norgay and a whole bunch of other people, they made their way to the top of Mount Everest at 29,000 plus feet. All righty, and today's question category is mummies. Mummies. Not mummies and daddies, but mummies. Mummies.
What kind of question is this going to be?
Well, see, on these cards I have, this is the Wikipedia game, and it is a pretty good game there. So, and they give you 3 questions on each card.
Okay.
So I picked the one I like, and then it's a multiple choice, but I never go with the multiple choice. You're supposed to know these things. One of the oldest known mummies from over 7,000 years ago was found in what South American country? Now, there's not that many South American countries. It's like less than a dozen. So,
your odds are pretty good.
Yeah, just take your pick. Pick one.
Okay,
Pick
mummies.
One. One of the oldest known mummies from over 7,000 years ago was found in what South American country? Keep thinking about that one. I'll give you the answer in the second half of the program. There you go. Now.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
That's right. Birthdays for today, the 25th of the month, the 56th day of the year, if you're counting. And that means that there's only 310 days left.
That's crazy.
303 days till Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Don't stress me out.
Oh, I know. Diane Baker, the actress, the lovely lady, is turning 78 today. Little House on the Prairie star, Karen Grassley, 74 today. Comedian Carrot Top. You know him?
Yes,
yeah,
I
he's
do
kind
not
of
care for him.
He's a little weird.
I don't care for
He's a
him.
little, no, I'm not sure I do either.
He's not very nice.
No, he's not. He's a little weird.
Yeah.
Having a birthday, though.
His stuff is not funny. I mean, it's mean. It's
It is
picking on,
very mean-spirited. Yeah, mean-spirited, yeah. He's 51 today, and he doesn't look a day over 60 or so. Anyway, having a birthday. He is...
that wasn't very nice.
Well, hey, what goes around. Alexis Denisov having a birthday, turning 50. Taya Leone,
Yeah.
the star of that TV thing. What's the name of that show?
I don't know.
That's it, right. Okay, Sean Astin, she's 50 today. Taya Leone, pretty lady, she's Madam Secretary.
Is that what it's called?
Sure, why
I
not?
know the actress. I don't know the show.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Sean Astin's having a birthday. That's John's little baby boy, John Astin of the Addams Family fame. And Sean Astin's an actor in his own right, and he's done a bunch of stuff, but I couldn't tell you what. He's 45 today, so there you go. Birthdays. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, earlier this week we had out at Family Y, you know, we had the career fair and
the STEM fair.
STEM fair, the science, technology, engineering, and macaroni. Or mashed potatoes.
You stop it. It was incredible. So the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce and the Wayne Education Network.
Oh, it was in.
Okay. We're fortunate to be able to have another successful, and this was a record-breaking year. So earlier in the week we had the career fair where we had over 90 businesses represented and 1,500 students go through. The following day with the STEM fair. I mean, this has grown tremendously. So
it has.
A huge thank you to Wayne County Public Schools. And to the many businesses and all the teachers who have participated and the parents who are pushing for their kids to get involved and go above and beyond and be exposed to new things. It's just a huge kudos.
And all of this is stems from the hard work by the Wayne Educational Network.
Yes.
Wayne Education Network, WEN, and we appreciate everything they do. And all the hard work that Dr. Ed Wilson has put forth himself.
Absolutely.
And all the others as well.
Absolutely. The past 5 years have been incredible. So when we talk about the Dancing Stars of Wayne County, the funds raised for that allow us to be able to do programs such as this. And Janet Brock, who is in the Chamber's office, I mean, she is incredible, and she has really helped push Dr. Wilson's vision and the board's vision to see what this can be, and it's pretty awesome.
Well, you would certainly know about all that, wouldn't you, given your position?
I hope so.
As president of the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County, as is Kate is.
Just don't say was.
Is, and will be. We're going to go to our interview, and we'll be back. We have a special guest in the studio with us, a return visit by Jovane Marie. Hi.
Hello, Wayne. Thanks for having me again.
I'm so glad you're back with us again. I understand the last time you were with us, we were here talking about a big fashion show that you were getting ready to do. How did that turn out for you?
It turned out amazingly. We packed the house at the terrace room. We had people standing up in the windows. It was a full house.
Standing up in the windows at the terrace room. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And are we doing this again?
We are doing this again. So the next show is going to be on April 23rd.
Okay.
We are still looking for a venue because last time we packed the terrace room out, and so now we have to find an even bigger venue so we can accommodate all the new people that are going to come this year.
Bigger than the terrace room.
Absolutely.
Before we get into the details of this, I want to ask about you. Tell us about Jovane Marie.
Okay, so I am a Marine Corps veteran. I run a consulting business called...
Wait a minute. Did you hear this? She is a Marine Corps veteran.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, as a Marine Corps veteran, where were you stationed?
I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan, and got out at Camp Pendleton in San Diego.
Camp Pendleton. All right. How long were you in?
I was in for 4 years.
4 years. All right. You did your tour then. Wonderful.
One and done.
One and done. There you go. And now you're a model. How did you get into modeling?
I've actually been modeling since I was young, and I actually started out at Suzanne's Modeling Studio. There used to be a place called Suzanne's Modeling Studio here on Ash Street, and that is where I started. When I was 19, I moved to Japan and modeled there for a couple of years, and then I came back home and joined the Marines.
Wow. That's very impressive. So as a model, tell me about some of the things that you have done as a model.
I've done a lot of runway, a lot of print shows, and I also do runway coaching. And so that's one of the things that I've been able to help with the fashion show is coaching the models and doing a workshop to make sure that they're all walking and presenting themselves in the best possible light.
Okay. And there's truly an art to that.
Absolutely.
Very much so.
Absolutely.
Because what are the people in the audience, or what are the fashion people looking for in a model?
Well, you're looking for presence. You're looking for confidence. You want to be able to present that designer's vision and bring it to life when you're walking. And you also don't want to overact. You don't want to make it all about you because it's really about the designer and showcasing their style and their vision. That's
very interesting because haven't we seen that a lot? We've seen that in some of the major runway performances by some of the top models, overdoing it.
Yes.
Don't you think? They just kind of, well, they strut, and then they just kind of overdoing it a little bit.
And sometimes that can go horribly wrong.
It can backfire on you, can't it?
Absolutely.
Yes, it can. So, I'm sorry, so now let's get to the show coming up on April
On April 23rd.
23rd.
So that'll be a Saturday.
Okay.
And right now we're in the planning stages, and so we're reaching out to models, we're reaching out to designers, we're reaching out to people who would like to be on committees to volunteer and help with the fashion show, because there are a lot of moving parts that go to it. It's not just standing up on a runway and walking around and looking pretty.
Right.
It's about the planning leading up to the event, and it's about making sure you put on a good show with all of the collective parts.
All right. Now, as you're planning this, are you looking for current models, or are you looking for new models, or are you looking for someone who wants to be a model? I mean, where exactly do we fall here?
We're looking for all three.
All three?
So if you were in the fashion show last year and you enjoyed yourself and you'd like to partake again, you most definitely can come out to one of our open calls. If you've never modeled before, but you're interested in modeling, you can come out. And we're not looking for a certain shape, we're not looking for a certain size, we're not looking for a certain age or ethnicity. We're looking for all models, young and old, thin, big. We're looking for everyone to come out, because everyone can be a model. You can walk with the presence of a model, and you can carry yourself as such.
Wow. Well, you know, you just answered the next 4 or 5 questions that I had all lined up now. So that's our show, folks. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so just anybody can be a model if they have that confidence,
Absolutely.
if they have that look, if they have that. And we're not talking about attractiveness necessarily in the attractive sense of the word, but we're looking for people who have that. And you know, in my opinion, someone who has that confidence does have that attractiveness.
Agreed.
They have that look that carries them across.
Absolutely. And if they bring the passion, then I'll bring the training, and you will shine like a supermodel on the run. You should come and be.
I don't
be in the
think so.
fashion show.
No, ma'am. Thank you very much. I don't have the confidence. And somebody on the other side of the room just fell out of the chair. But thank you for that. You know, I kind of enjoy that too. I like that. But besides all that, that's April 23rd, and we're looking for a venue now. So what are we looking for? What kind of room? Or
We're looking for a venue. So our last event packed out. We had over 300 attendees, and we actually sold out a week before the show.
Did you really?
Because people just really didn't realize all of the new things that we were bringing. We brought in new sponsors. We had a couture designer come, and it was a smashing success. And so we're preparing to have even more than 300 people. So we're looking for a space that can hold up to 300 people and more. We're looking for a space where after the show, designers will have their tables set up, and you'll be able to shop looks from the runway. So we need space for that as well. And then we'll also have a reception afterwards with wine and hors d'oeuvres, and so we'll need to be able to fit that in as well.
2 years from now, I see us doing this at our new convention center here in Goldsboro, but we have to wait for that. But we need someplace right now. So how would someone get in touch with you if they have such a place to offer?
Well, if someone has such a place, now I am a consultant for the show. I'm not running the show.
Oh, okay.
Tracy Williams, who is the gallery director over at the Arts Council, is actually running it. She's running the show.
Oh, I know Tracy, and she runs things.
And we love Tracy. So if anyone is interested, then you can get in touch with her at Tracy, TRAYCEE, at artsandwayne.org.
T-R-A-Y, Tracy, C-E-E, T-R-A-Y-C-E-E, Williams.
That's it.
At?
Not Williams, just Tracy.
Just Tracy.
Her name is Tracy Williams.
I'm sorry.
But her email address is tracy@artsandwayne.org.
See, I can be really confusing sometimes. Tracy Williams, Tracy at
artsandwayne.org.
artsandwayne.org.
That's
Okay,
it.
the Arts Council of Wayne County. So we're looking for absolutely anyone. You, as a successful, your career has been very successful, and you're from Goldsboro.
I am.
And your modeling career took you to Japan, and I'm sure other places around the world. Very successful in your career. So what do you say to those people who say, well, no, I can't be a model because I don't live in New York, I don't live in LA, I don't live in Hong Kong or any of the major cities. I'm not in London or Paris.
Right.
So what do you say to those folks who say, I can't do it because I don't have the location?
I would say that location isn't everything. Now, if you think about it, being in a small town actually gives you a lot of benefits, because you can go to the mall, you can go to local businesses, and you can say, hey, can I model for you? Can I stand in your window and do mannequin modeling? And you can build your repertoire, build and hone your craft. And then, you know, later on, if you're ready to move to a bigger market, you can, or if not, you can become Goldsboro famous, and you can stay here.
You know, wow, that's great. So you can actually do it, start locally, and then take your you have your repertoire, you have your file built up, and you can take it to these larger
Absolutely,
cities.
and there are a lot of businesses here who are looking for models. We have Nishona, which is actually the dress that I'm wearing right now. She's a designer here in Goldsboro, and when she has new clothes come in, she has to take lookbook photos of those clothes so she can put them up on her website. She's looking for models. There are a lot of places that are looking for models.
Could I trouble you to stand, please? Let's get a shot. Do you mind? Let's get a shot. Okay, there you go. Okay, not a very good camera shot, but still you can see the dress. That's beautiful. And a lady here in Goldsboro designed this.
Yes, absolutely.
What's her
name
again?
is Lillian Daniele, and actually she was just on the front page of the paper yesterday talking about her journey from Tanzania to here, and she's having a trunk show tomorrow at the Village Rising.
Wow. Wow.
Exactly, exactly. So it's happening here in
wonderful.
Goldsboro.
It is happening.
And Goldsboro is becoming a place where people are starting to realize that there is fashion and there is creativity and there is innovation here. So instead of complaining that you're not in a big city, you can just bring it here yourself.
Wow. Okay, well that is wonderful. Contact for any information about this. Don't forget it's April 23rd and at a location yet to be determined. That's TRAYCEE, Tracy at artsinwayne.org. Jovane Marie, tell us what else is going on at the Arts Council, if you will, please.
We have a few things coming up. So tomorrow is Friday and the monthly jazz showcase, and that is always amazing. There's free wine, there's free hors d'oeuvres, and it's packed out every single time, so you might want to arrive early. Starts at 7 p.m. And then also coming up on March 4th, we have the next Art Walk. And so we have a lot of local businesses that are going to have local artists featured in there, and you'll have a small passport. And if you go to every business and you check out every artist and you bring your passport back to the Arts Council, you'll be entered into a drawing to win $100 to spend at the art market. That's March 4th.
Okay, at the
You can stop by the Arts Council to pick up your passport,
Right.
and then it takes you on a lovely tour of downtown.
Wonderful.
That's it.
Jovane Marie, thank you so much for being with us.
The
Great to see
pleasure
you
as
again.
always.
We'll see you again
Thank
soon.
you. Absolutely.
Our guest today is Barbara Bryan, and Barbara is with the Mount Olive Rotary Club. And how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's great to be here with you today.
I'm glad you're here. How long have you been with Rotary?
Well, I've only been with Rotary about 3 years.
Really?
You know, traditionally it has been a male club, and we women are beginning to integrate into it.
Well, it's about time.
I know.
I know. No, seriously though, tell me about Rotary. What is Rotary? Because it's a civic organization.
Yes.
And there are so many out there. But what is Rotary all about?
Okay.
What do you do?
Rotary really is an international organization, and we do work all over the world. Our primary focus is polio, and we're trying to eradicate polio, and we have been able to eradicate it in quite a few countries, and we just have a few left now. And so that wasn't that much of an interest to me until it started coming into this country.
Yeah.
And then it really, you know, perked my interest more.
Well, I'll tell you something. You know, back when I was in grade school, we all had to get the shots.
Right.
Because polio was a big problem. And of course, with FDR having been stricken with polio at such an early age, they tried to keep it a secret. You saw him with the braces and with the crutches a lot, but they didn't tell anybody that this man has polio. And that's why his picture, his likeness is on the dime now, because they went from the Mercury dime to the FDR dime because of the March of Dimes. Started up, and they put FDR on there, and they said, well, this man's got polio, he's a good example. And a lot of people, I'm sure, agree that at one time we actually thought polio had been eradicated from the U.S., had gone away completely.
Right.
So we were all happy about that. Then
Right.
all of a sudden we hear stories that you just mentioned, it started creeping back into the U.S. Any idea how that happened?
More and more immigration coming from other countries.
Boy, oh boy. Well,
Yeah.
we don't want to go there right now.
No, we do not.
That's a whole other program.
And
But people coming from other nations that did have a problem with polio. So now the Rotary, you're working hard at eradicating polio
Right.
now.
Yeah.
So how do you do this?
And well, we approached people like Bill Gates, who gave us a tremendous amount of money to help eradicate it. And then what we do is we set up clinics and immunization sites and that type of thing, and provide the medications that's necessary. You know, I saw my first iron lung about 3 months ago,
Really?
we had a local meeting, an area meeting, and they had it on display there. And
I didn't know those were still around because they were, polio went away, so the iron lungs went away. And you know,
Right.
I'll bet there's a lot of people who don't even know what that is.
I bet there is too. But if you go to our site, if you go to Rotary.org, you can see all of this information. And then we do other things like put water in areas where they don't have clean water, do other types of immunization. But locally is where we have our biggest focus. And in Mount Olive, what we have primarily done is we've given them, the college, $50,000 for their new running track.
Oh, wonderful.
Because they've been running all over the highways, and we're afraid that
Somebody's going to get hurt.
somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And so we've done that. We've also given for their athletic fields and other areas at the college. So they've been probably our biggest recipient of our monies. And then we do things in the local area, like a local businessman died a couple of years ago unexpectedly. He was a small businessman and had no health insurance.
Oh,
And
my
so
goodness.
we helped that family with their needs at that point in time.
So what you're saying, Barbara, is that there is a misconception that a lot of civic organizations will call a meeting, sit around and drink coffee, tell jokes about fishing and hunting and that sort of thing, the old good old boys club,
Right.
and then go home.
Right.
That's not the case, is it?
No, it's not.
You're busy.
Very, very busy. I didn't realize when I took on the secretary's position how busy I would be. So, yes, we do things in the community too, like community garden, in the, you know, in the areas that we can get in and raise vegetables for the community. We have a golf tournament coming up. So anybody that's interested in that, if you can give them our information, or I can give it to them right now, to either contact me by phone or by email. We still have some open slots for teams, and also for the ads that go at each spot.
At each hole.
At each
HP.
hole.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't want to get your phone number, but let's put your email address out there. What is your email address?
B Bryan, that's BBRYAN
BBRYAN.
at BryanGroup-HR.com.
Got it. Okay. BryanGroup-HR.com.
Right.
All right. Now, tell me about the golf tournament. When is that?
Okay, the golf tournament's coming up. I'm going to leave this little piece of literature with you so
Oh, good.
you'll have that.
Good.
But it's coming up on February the 26th.
Okay.
That's a Friday.
Oh, that's real quick.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's real quick. This is our biggest annual event, and this is where we raise the most of our monies to do what we do in the community.
Okay. Now,
So
when this show
it's
airs,
really
it'll be,
important to us.
when you and I are talking on TV, this will actually be this coming Friday.
Yes, it will.
Yes. This coming Friday, and it's where?
It's at the Country Club in Mount Olive. It's right off of 117.
Yeah.
Southern Wayne
Southern
Country
Wayne.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, you go down 117, hang
Take
a
a
right,
right,
on
and it's
Country
right
Club,
there on the right.
Country Club Road.
Right. Exactly.
That's a nice course.
Yeah, it is.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's this Friday, and what do we have to do?
Okay, you need to get in touch with me before Friday, at least by Thursday, and we can still fit you in. We're
Okay.
almost full. The last meeting we had last week, we had 3 slots open.
Really?
So.
Well, that's wonderful.
Oh, yes, it is, because that's about 35 teams.
Okay, you still have a couple of openings. It's this Friday. They need to contact you no later than Thursday.
Right.
No later, because Friday's the day,
Right.
and if you wait till Friday, you're out of luck.
That's right.
So they can contact you at BRYAN at BryanGroup-HR.com.
You've got a good memory.
I just made it up. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, and what's the fee for that?
$500 per
Okay.
team.
Per team. And it's a four-player team.
Yes.
Okay. What is there a format? What's the format? Is it like?
Now you're talking to a very non-golfer.
Yeah, oh,
so,
okay.
So
Well then,
I
never
have
mind.
it right here.
Okay.
If
Let's
you
take a
want.
look at it.
Okay.
Let's take a look at it.
Let's-
All right. Let's see what we got here. It's a 36 Super Ball, 3-person teams. 3 flights will develop, contingent upon a full field, with prizes for the top 3 teams in each flight. Okay. Price of mulligans and putting contests are included. The sponsorship, $500 per team. That includes your entry fee. Okay. Wow, good prizes. I'm not going to tell you what the prizes are. You got to find out for yourself.
And dinner on Thursday night.
And,
Steak
oh,
dinner.
and that
on
includes dinner?
On
Oh,
Thursday
right.
night.
Is that at the, where is that?
That's at the Country
At the
Club,
Country
and it
Club.
starts at 6 o'clock.
I see you've included Sprunt Hill here for information, and Julie Beck. Julie Beck. Why does that sound familiar? Anyway, those are the numbers, and there's also some. Where would one get this?
Just
flyer?
contact me by that email, and I'll send it to them.
B. Bryan, BRYAN at BryanGroup-HR.com.
That's right.
All right. Now you mentioned the golf tournament this Friday, and what else did you say was going on that you do?
As far as local community, well, pretty much we support the schools.
That's it. University of Mount Olive.
Yep. Yes, we support that, but we also support the local schools.
Local schools. What?
You
Public
know,
schools? High schools?
Public schools, high schools. They never
school.
have the monies that they need.
Isn't that the truth?
You know, I've been meeting with the principals and trying to figure out what's the best way that we can help them. We give them money every year, but they need, of course, the money, but they need other things like food and clothing, and it just goes on and on.
I don't want to ask too many questions, Barbara, but your organization's doing a lot of work.
Yes, we do.
How many members?
We stay pretty busy. We only have 14 members.
Get out of here! And you're doing all this with 14 people?
Yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
we're trying to desperately to increase our membership.
Well, how would someone do that now? How
So-
would someone become a member of the Mount Olive Rotary?
Just contact one of the Rotary members. It's always open. You can come as a guest anytime. You don't have to be invited. We have lunch at Ribeyes every Thursday.
That's a good place to eat lunch.
And we start social time about 11:30, and then we start our meeting at 12.
Okay.
And we have some excellent speakers. Like last week we had Commissioner Aycock, and he did a great job.
Yes, you did. Yes. And he enjoyed that too, by the way.
Well, good.
Yes. Now, at Ribeyes, you meet at Ribeyes. How often?
Every week, every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Every
Not
Thursday.
once a month. You meet every Thursday.
Right.
My goodness.
But you don't have to be there every Thursday.
No.
In the old Rotary clubs, they would kick you out if you weren't there every Thursday. But
well,
you
people
know,
have
things have
responsibilities.
changed.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people have other responsibilities, and they can't always be there. But we have about 75–80% attendance.
Oh, that's
so
great.
we still do.
Well, there's only
good.
14 of you,
But
to
that's-
start with.
well, that's right.
But that's good, though. I'm not taking anything at all away
And let
from
me
it.
say too, we have corporate memberships.
Oh, do you?
Where corporate members come in and they'll have 3 from that on our books, basically from that organization. They'll primarily send one person per meeting, but they're all of them have availability to come to our meetings.
Wow.
And so if one can't come, it's too busy, then they rotate and let another one come.
Well, that's nice. And Ribeyes makes a great meal.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Well, Barbara, I really appreciate you coming in and telling us about the Mount Olive Rotary.
I thank
It's a
you for
wonderful
letting us come.
organization. I thank you for coming in and talking to us about that. You guys are so busy and doing such good work. And I thank you. And don't be a stranger. We want you to come back and tell us how the tournament went.
Oh, I would
Can
love
you do
to.
that? Great.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us how the tournament went and other things you're working on, and maybe we can drum up some membership for you. How's
That would be awesome.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Barbara Bryan is with Mount Olive Rotary Club, and every Thursday at Ribeyes there in the middle of the day. What, 11 o'clock?
11:30.
11:30. Show up at Ribeyes, okay? And you're not under any commitment. Just simply be there.
Absolutely.
And then you'll probably want to join the organization, right?
We hope so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. And a quick reminder that this show repeats, for some reason, every day at noon, and then again at 5:30 p.m. At 7 a.m., at noon, at 5:30 p.m., the show runs 3 times during the day. It's the same show. In case you missed something, you see it again. Also, we're online at WayneGov.com. WayneGov.com. You go to that site and you click on the YouTube link in the upper right-hand corner, just over Kate's head there. Kind of, sort of. Anyway, that's where it'll be, and that'll take you to our YouTube channel. It's also accessible through the city's website, GoldsboroNC.gov.
That's right.
Right.
You can find it easily.
You can, and if you need to know anything at all about anything else, you can go to the chamber site. Anything.
And we'll connect you.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
We're in the connection business.
They connect. I'm telling you. We've got the this Saturday. You can lose weight and then gain it right back again by going to the. That's not nice, is it? No, I didn't mean it to sound like that. Maybe I did. Anyway, February 27th is Saturday, and that's when the Go Wayne Go Spring Walks will this time be from Herman Park at the Park House there to Krispy Kreme. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Anyway, you can burn about 190 calories between the park and Krispy Kreme. Meet at the Park House, 900 Park Avenue in Goldsboro at Herman Park, and that will be at February 27th. Oh, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
And
Okay.
it's every Saturday, and they're 1 hour. Now, this is a special one because you're stopping by Krispy Kreme, but you know, this is a good time to say this. You know, you can indulge and have treats. You can. Just if you increase your activity, it offsets it. So I think that's a neat thing.
It is neat.
They've been very smart to put things all over the county. So they'll be at the Goldsboro Event Center, which is formerly the Goldsboro Country Club, off of Slocum Street. They're going to be in Mount Olive. They're going to be back on the other side of Wayne County by the Community College and Hospital later next month. So just if you want to know more information, you can find out about Go Wayne Go online.
Is that gowaynego.org?
It is.
It's gowaynego.org. And I tell you, if you're at all curious about Go Wayne Go and what is it all about, you want to find out what it's all about, you need to go to this website because there's some great information on there about Go Wayne Go. You know, all you have to do, and I'm a people watcher. I am constantly looking at people, and I wonder if people, and look, I could stand to lose a little. In fact, I have lost a little. I could always stand to lose a little more. If people knew how unhealthy they are by refusing to lose weight or refusing to do something about their health. They're not thinking about their families. They couldn't be. You need to take a good look at yourself and listen to your doctor and at least work on perhaps losing a little weight. And one way you can do that is through the Go Wayne Go program.
That's right. And sometimes people don't know how to take that first step, so to speak. And sometimes it can be a daunting task, or you know, if there's been an injury before, say you've had a surgery before, you may be scared even to, or you may go, you know, I'm not comfortable doing this in front of people. The study after study after study has shown that if you partner with a buddy or you meet up with somebody, it keeps you accountable, and you will not find some of the finer people that are a part of this organization that have formed friendships, and they go, and it's not intimidating, and if you can't walk fast, it's fine.
Yeah.
All they're wanting people to do, and Becky Craig from Wayne Memorial Hospital has been on this initiative for the past several years, is just move a little bit more. And I'll tell you, today on the way up here, I was joking when I walked and sat down, because what did I do today for the first time?
You walked up the steps.
I walked up the steps.
You did?
And I was out of breath.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it every time from now on
Good.
out, because I always jump on the elevator. I always jump on the elevator. So just any movement that
I'll
we
make
can do
you
a
a
little bit
deal.
more.
I'll make you a deal. If you will call me when you get to the courthouse, I'll walk up the steps with you.
You're
I'll
so
meet you downstairs. We'll do it together. How's that?
Awesome. That
All right,
sounds
now that'll work.
good.
That'll work. We'll do it together, and I'm serious about that.
That sounds awesome.
All right. Here's the answer to today's trivia question. The category was mummies, and the question was, one of the oldest known mummies from over 7,000 years ago, that would have been a long time ago, was found in what South American country? Well, there's only a handful of South American countries. There's 12, 15 of them. The answer is Chile. In Chile.
Oh, no.
Chile. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Little
Okay.
Wikipedia fun fact.
That's a Wikipedia fun fact. Yes, indeed. Now, we're going to do this again tomorrow. They will let us back in the building, as far as I know. And when we do this again tomorrow, we'll be right here. Hope you're right there. It all starts at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And until then, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. And I'm Wayne Alley.